Hello everyone, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt on the secret stream day, and we got secret streaming to do. That's what you do on a secret stream day. Probably need to fill that rocket with fuel at some point. So, I've been thinking a little bit about how we could improve material sciences. I think the problem we're having with material sciences is that we are not making them very well. Mostly due to the fact that material sciences stack in tens, and they could probably be built better in space. That'd probably be a far more optimal solution. So we might need to start doing that now. So what do we need to do? Well, I've got all this radium plating crap. I was supposed to take that in space. That's alright actually, it'll figure itself out. It's smart, it'll work out its problems in life. And these are still being processed? Yeah, they're being processed, that's fine. Okay, now I actually want to think about getting more power in here as well, which shouldn't be too much a problem. We just need to get some more land. If we do this, no, we need a lot more land. Okay, so more land, more steam turbines, more just general good times for all. Probably the way you got to look at it. So land is over here, turbines are around here. I always lose where the turbines are, they're right here. And then we'll just fill up on landfill and see what happens. Because let's be honest, I mean, it's all being used anyway. Like, not like doing this will waste heat. In fact, if anything, it's just going to use my heat more appropriately. Okay. And that is going there. So what we want to do is something like this, I reckon. Yeah. Oh, we apparently don't carry pipes around anymore either. Wonderful. I think I know where all my pipes would be. They'd probably all be up in space. That's where we leave a lot of our things these days. Just leave them in space. We'll come and get them when we feel like it. Yeah. Gotta stop leaving so many things in space. Alright, and some pipes. And we go some more pipes. I think we go one more stack of pipes. We can't. Okay, well then we won't. Problem solved. Problem solved with the most minimal of effort. And you know what? I think I do want to maybe pull this out just a little bit further. Just to... What am I doing? Here we go. Pull this out a little bit more just so it gives us a little bit extra room that we can build with, and so we can not worry too much about what's going on with pipes. That might be a problem we'll be running into very soon. If we're not careful. Could do something like that. And bring these bad boys. The baddest of the boys in town. Into here. And we will hug that wall as much as we can. And we connect these up to the power and connect these up to the power. And then we've just generated like a whole bunch of extra power that we don't really need right now. But it's good to have. Because I mean, these was already generating steam anyway, so might as well connect them up to stuff. Speaking of things that are creating steam that are not being used, this one exists. Let's use that steam as well. Because remember, in the world of PC computing, either you use Steam or Steam uses you. That's probably true. And before that becomes some sort of epic marketing executives like line, and they're like, haha, we're so clever. Like, oh gosh. All right. So that's something I did want to get together, and that's pretty good. Now another problem we've got, and this is kind of a bit of a spicy problem, where we've got all this water over here and we don't really have a plan for it. So what I could do is bring that water down here and hope that it sort of just connects into things. I don't know if that's actually a good idea or not. Probably not. But I need to use this water. What can I use water for? That's probably the real question. Don't know why I thought this was going to be a useful experiment. We've got all this water. We do not know what to do with it. We could. Here's a thought. Could we bring it down here? That's not really doing anything either, though, is it? Why not? Oh, it's sort of turned on itself in a bad way. Interesting. Holmanite just got stuck in a really stupid way. Okay. I'm really missing clarifiers. Clarifiers would be how I used to deal with this water problem, but that's clearly not an option anymore. Okay, what we'll do is we'll put a pump this way. And we will just use landfill and underground pipes to hopefully get something happening. We put this into the nuclear fuel line. It's a bit of a drag, but it should help to some degree. Let's see. Let's see if it helps. Can we use like these 15s? Does that work on... Good use of these 15s. They're fun. Can we make more 15s? 15s are heckin' fun. Okay, maybe 15s are not the best. We tried though. Yeah, well those are consuming like a bunch of water. So if we are lucky here, maybe we can put another pump. I don't know if that's really required, but it might help. I mean, if it's pushing through 513 per second, that's water that I wasn't using otherwise. Alright, now hopefully this tank is getting emptied. It does appear to be getting emptied a little bit. That's nice. Okay, next thing I need to fix. A lot of things I need to fix today. What I need is a rocket fuel train. I was about to say truck, but trucks and trains are very different things typically. I'm going to need that to go and get fueled, and then we're going to go and grab it and fill up the iridium rocket. That'll be a good thing. And then we probably need to go get more iridium as well, but that can be the next step. Okay, so by now that I'd imagine that train has arrived and probably left. Certainly has. Just bring that train around there. Build another pump. We do not have the steel or iron for that, so we're just going to have to use one pump. Cool. That's going to work well. Get rid of these trees. Where's that train? There it is. Okay. Well, the good news is, even if this is happening like this, it's still gonna mostly do the job. That should be filling up these tanks. Now, how much do I need in these? 224 divided by 2, that's about 112. So long as these liquid rocket fuels are at 106,000 each, we'll be fine to go. But looks like that tank's empty now. That might not actually be enough rocket fuel for this. We needed 112, so as I said, 64 each. Although if we reduce the container stress, it'll probably reduce it a bit further. Yeah, it goes down to 170. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you very much for playing. We will take our ill-gotten gains now. I can't wait until I get bigger ships. These ships are ridiculously small. Like, I know we could probably make it a bit bigger, but yeah. Okay, we want to go to novice orbit. Too difficult. What the hell? Calamity? What the hell's Calamity? Oh, this is a planet far away from where we are currently, I'd imagine. It is around... okay, it's a planet called Calamity. Place. Where's Calamity, I wonder? I always press the wrong buttons. Calamity is... I don't really know. That's there. Okay, it's a little bit away from Calidus. We know of two planets. There's Znonk, Znok, and there is a lake. A lake. It's Ferminice. Oh, it's got a whole bunch of stuff. 3 different materials there. Anyway, it's irrelevant. We're not going there. We are going to novice orbit. And it shouldn't take too long to get there either. Especially if the accumulators don't fail us. But it shouldn't do. Alright. And we will drop this off. Yeah. This is approximately where it lives. Now that I think about it, I think this was supposed to also be filled up. A little... the mistake needs to have some fuel in it as well. Poor little guy. Oh. Suffocating in space. Suffocating in space. Okay, we're good. Oh, yeah. Always forget about that whole suffocating in space dealio. Couldn't probably hurt to have a few more fuel tanks. Now we can have 100,000 good fuel space, which is good. Now, problem was I was talking about briefly before was that we make material testing packs in space, sorry, on land, and that's not really a good place to be building them, I think. So what I think we do, how do we best make these? Material testing packs, we could make them 0.5 seconds in a space manufactory. Now usually that would be overkill. Honestly, what are space manufactories for if not for overkill? Right? Right. Let's grab one of those bad boys. The baddest of boys in all the land. Bad boys in your location now. Call this number. And you just call it and it's just the sound of a motorcycle. You're like, well, that's not really what I was expecting. But I'm not exactly hating it either. Okay. Now, I think we are going to have a problem with lack of copper. It's not really an uncommon problem in space these days. At some point I will have a copper flight that just brings copper here, because clearly copper's a problem. I don't think I need to tell anyone that. I think we all know that's a problem. Can we go a little bit further than that? Probably not, actually. Yeah, I thought that could be pushing it. And we'll put the roboport back out there. Put the logistics bots in it. Put some more construction bots in it as well. Why not? They're good to have. Okay, so novice. Where are our rockets? Delayed. That's entirely untrue, is it? And we're going to abandon this. Like, I think this was a good plan at first, but I think we just want to stop doing that. Because it's just easier to make them in space. Like, a stack of stone is enough to make 50, and at that point, you might as well just make them in space. How's the barrel situation going? There's not a rocket in there at the moment, which means one of two things. Either we're absolutely screwed, or it's unloading right now. It's unloading right now. I think we launch another one. Can't afford to be short on barrel. And if we put a power line down here, at some point I do really need to get those cool pylons. Actually, can I already build those? I feel like I can. I can build cool pylons. Why am I not building cool pylons? That's the ultimate question. Also, let's put a door on the other side. Okay, apparently I have to build my own door because you guys are being lazy again. Just dropping off some stuff that I'd need. Hey Veldak, how are you doing? Good to see you. Was it supposed to be a cat sound? Did I miss a cat sound? I didn't hear a cat sound. Is my cat sound broken? The water's on cooldown. Why is it even on cooldown? Shouldn't be on cooldown. That shouldn't be a possibility. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Well, actually, let's try playing another cat sound effect. That probably won't have a problem. What's going on here, guys? I'm supposed to be getting cat sounds. Where's my cat sounds? I've been tricked. Ah, how dare they break my cat sounds? It's very important to me. Like the most important part of the stream. Sound alerts are here. They're here. I haven't like muted some weird part of OBS or something, have I? Is that even how things work? I don't know. No, because it didn't even come up saying, you know, it's played a sound effect, did it? Okay. So, are we working now? Every now and then it just breaks, I don't know why. No, I'm not convinced it's working. Okay, it is broken for now, it seems. I will have to figure out what's going on with that later. For now, I'm going to have to turn that off. I'm sorry. Disappointing. Maybe if I turn them off and turn them back on again. How are we doing now with our sounds? After this, if it's not working, I'm going to be done for now. No, I'm not. I don't like it being broken. It's a very critical part of the stream. I think we can all agree on that. Is it using the wrong sound alert page? Settings. Oh yeah, that broke it. Something serious. Okay. One more try and then we're done. Because this is exactly what everyone came here for. Nope. Don't know. It's broken for now. Okay, I'm turning it off then. It'll have to be I'll fix it between now and next stream. In the meantime, I just guess I have to make the sounds if Xenon wants them. For free. So, meow! There we go, cat sound, it's happened. I'm really not sure what else to do. I got no cat sounds or train sounds. Yeah, go back to fixing factory. I'm not going to keep working on it now. So, copper is in disarray because Beryl is wrapped itself. Beryl should be coming in now though. And that's dropping off the Beryl. Yeah, look, and that's good. Got Beryl coming in. Drop off that. That'll get more spaceships. In the meantime... So you know what? I will turn it back on, but you get your own special, customized, individual, one-of-a-kind sound. And maybe it'll start working. That's how we'll do it. Quick, take them before the ship leaves. No, they didn't. They didn't get it. That's on them. I gave them an opportunity. They just missed it. All right. So hopefully very soon we should start getting more rocket parts in, and that should be doing more building, and then we can look. We know what we really want. We just want to get these girders so we can make clamps. We need these docking clamps more than anything, because then all we need to do to launch ships is fuel, and that's easy as heck. Okay, so the barrel's coming in nice and quick. I think there's probably some more barrel I can grab. And best way to do that would be grab a couple of roboports. Because I think that's where we had a situation where a ship crashed and broke everything. And they'll do that. Okay, so spaceship docking clamps completed. That's good. Really excited about that. So now all we need is 200 or so. More, and then we're done with this, in theory. Another thing I could probably do, which would probably be nice, would be actually building the level 3 assembly machines. That shouldn't be impossible. Probably a very good idea to build them, in fact. But I actually came down here for roboports, so. Okay. So we'll go speed up the barrel. Then we'll see what happens. Docking claims is at 2%. Yes, we're getting there. Then we can start figuring out how the hell all that shit's going to work, because that's going to be some interesting times. How's everyone in chat going today? Everyone having an okay time? Everyone achieving a lot in their morning? Probably. Everyone's usually at morning when we do these streams. Because that's how time zones work, strangely enough. And we've got a bunch of stuff there that really shouldn't be there, but that's alright. We can pick that up. Astronomic Science Pack 2 is pretty easy, if I remember rightly. Like, it's not too bad. That should be still filling it with barrel. It is indeed. Look at it go. I'm a little bit worried about what happens after it runs out. I don't think I've got the uranium sorted out for that problem yet. And I think we need to... Guys, please don't pick up the barrel. It's gross. Not yours to pick up. Make the robots do it. Good. Like, they just go over there and they just start picking up barrel, and it's like, you don't know where that's been. Don't do that, guys. So we should have tons of rocket fuel, so when all we need to do is just get the docking clamps sorted, and then we should be in an interesting place. What's that? That's Kamar. Okay, so that is for more rocket. That is for more vulcanite, which is good. And they're grabbing the barrel that crash landed here quite a while ago. Bit of fun. Oh, really? Get to import resources? Astro 2? Really? I thought Astro 2 was pretty easy. Observation frames. Observation frames. Astronomic. Astronomic. I guess you do need to bring in a new type of barrel, but aside from that, it shouldn't be too hard. Oh, I know what I wanted to grab. I've got a bunch of uranium fuel cells that need to be dropped off. What I might do is have a plan for this. Oh, hello. More barrels arrived. And actually, it's probably going to need some more uranium so we can chuck that in there. Oh, you weren't making multi-spectral mirrors. That would make sense. Yeah, I guess if you weren't making those, that's kind of problematic. Got a lot of used up uranium fuel. That's okay. Hey, Soulburn, how you doing? Good to see you here. Late stream. Yeah, well, me and Panda, we watched a movie, and it's like today's not a regular streaming day, but we watched a movie and went out for dessert, and I was like, I'll stream for a couple hours. You know, got her blessing, and then I was away. So we won't be doing super long today, but I thought, you know, just want to get some things done, since I'll have to miss a couple of streaming days this week. Oh no, not the meow. Yeah, there's a new meow sound effect, kind of. Wait for it. Wait for it. Meow. It's still broken. The new meow sound effect has to be courtesy of me. OBS still broken. I don't think it's OBS, because I reset everything. I don't know what's broken, but hey, look, you get live audio recordings of a cat. My life now. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out. It won't be too hard to figure out. It'll be like, maybe it just needs a restart and it'll be happy again. Oh yeah? What are you trying to work out in oxygen not included? What's the goal at the moment? I remember when the expansion came out, like when it was early access, and I went to the first planet and 2 dupes died over there. Yeah. Still a good game though, I'd imagine. That's cool. I don't really understand how music works, but I think that all sounds pretty cool to me. Interesting. Why are we not bringing in copper? Oh, is there already enough copper in there? Oh, because wait, if that's enough copper, surely that's not 10,000 copper in there. Does not look like 10,000 copper at all. Logistic system for novice orbit, copper, we have no copper. That's to be expected. There are so many network things in novice, I don't know what's real and what isn't, but what I think I can say with utmost certainty is that it's not 10,000 copper. Oh no. What are you doing for food at the moment? Like, just mealworm or something else? Mealworm's a classic oxygen not included food. I always like the ones that don't require like soil or anything. You just gotta make sure they're watered, because water is an infinite resource usually. Oh yeah. I haven't done a lot of Sweetles. I know of them, but I haven't played around with them much. You can get Sleet Wheat going, you know you're having a good time. Water is limited in Forest Start. Well, once you find a geyser, you should be fine. Geyser are some description anyway. Or is there just no water geysers in Forest? If so, that's a problem. Oh, there you go. Once you found a geyser of any sort, a cool slash geyser is great as well because it's cold, so you get less of a problem with thermodynamics. Ah, that's cute. My wife's been like decorating an organizational diary, and so she's put some more stickers on it. She's been buying like cheap stickers from like online, and they're really cute stickers. So. Yeah, cool slash geysers are pretty neat. I agree with that. Me deal with some of these because I just really want to get more of these going. Well, actually, I was thinking I wanted to go up there and get stuff sorted, but what am I going to do up there? If I go up there, there's nothing really happening. Yeah, I suppose. Like, what am I going up there for, really? Like, to just watch things happening that's already happening? I should immediately launch, yep. Well, fuel's sorted, cargo is getting sorted relatively quickly. Okay, so I could go straight up there, but I'm like, why? Like, there's no actual benefit for me going into space. So, I'm not gonna. I believe he said nephew? Nephew. Oh, that's the best part. If you can return the child when you're done with them, that's optimal. Also, you know, that way if they're playing a loud electric guitar and it annoys you, it's not your problem, it's not your kid. So you're just the cool uncle at that point. And everyone wants to, you always want to be the cool uncle. Like, I know that. Oh, really? That's disappointing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is start connecting this. I need... Okay, we're going to have to spaghetti this one to exist. We'll get there, but we just got to figure out how to do it. So the problem is going to lie that these things that I desperately need are here. Okay, but if we build one, say, here, how well is that going to work? Well, we have advanced circuits, that's not a problem. Big electric motors, they are a bit more of a problem. Maybe here, like here we've got a big space, big wide open space. That's where you want to be. Paul's Spaghetti, absolutely. Spaghetti Paul is back, and I'd say he's angry, but Spaghetti Paul is actually super chill, so, you know, he's actually a really chill, relaxed dude, so not much anger, Spaghetti Paul. The purple belt, those are science packs. They're still occasionally needed, but not really that much, I suppose. They are needed for some of the space science things. Not a lot of it, though, honestly speaking, but some. And so that's sent up into space as it's required. Oh, that's alright. Hopefully my connection seems to be okay. It seems to be okay. I'm a little scared there for a moment, but I think we're alright. People start saying the connection got pixelated. I'm like, ah, no, here we go. Yeah, that's alright. I appreciate your, not optimism, your honesty. Okay, so whatever we do here, we've got to get these set up. This is actually very important. We need concrete, we need steel plate. Steel plate's easy, we can just steal it from there, can't we? So it's a little bit spaghetti, but that's okay. Because spaghetti is the most delicious food. Oh, there's concrete right there, look at that. Just like it was planned. I've got a bunch of blue signs on the belt there, but that's alright. Do it right, no one's even going to see it. Okay, well, it came along for the ride, so shit. Everyone sees it. Everyone sees my failure. I've got a lot of crap in my inventory right now that I don't need. I mean, some of it can just go straight into here and it'll sort itself out. Because these things, they can just go back into space. I can't do anything with them here anyway. I think the vulcanite up there as well. I'm sure there's something up there that wants vulcanite. Okay. Let's just start powering this. That way it's just easier to see what we don't have. So we need big electric motors. Okay. That's actually going to be easier to get than you'd think because these solar panels are a lie. Think you see solar panels, you are wrong. Now I know that sounds like it's devastating news to you because you're like, well, but I can see them. They're right there. Nope, you don't see them. And I'm sorry you had to find out your eyesight was so bad this way. See? No solar panels. Going crazy. That belt can probably be, you know, non-existing. Then what am I going to do with that space that was where those belts were? Oh, I don't know, maybe use it for my own purposes. My own nefarious purposes at that. Nefarious purposes are the best purposes. I can only assume nefarious purposes are also pretty good. Okay. We're going to need an iron chest, of course, because when we're done with all this, we're going to have to put it somewhere. And then we need to get... This is absolute spaghetti town. I am sorry for everyone witnessing this. But, you know, it's something that doesn't even need to be on the... No, stop that. Stop that shit. Stop that shit. It doesn't even need to go on the belt, it just needs to exist here, and it never needs to be used for anything else. So you do this, then it'll make these, and then we're going to be able to get some real shit done, because some things that are being made could be made more optimally. Now, of course, one of those things probably be big electric engines. Probably not being made the most optimally there. Right. Point is, at least is making some of them. And hell, we probably don't need these anymore. So let's reduce the number of these that we want from that to 200, and that's probably fine. Okay. All right. That's probably good. Docking clamps. Minor problem. I'm not seeing any improvement on docking clamps. What the hell, guys? Why aren't we making docking clamps? Ah, we're trying. It's just taking time. Okay. We just need more significant data. That's fine. I believe data cards is the next problem that we're going to have to resolve. And that's mostly because we don't have enough of these things coming through. Not sure what we're lacking there, but we can sort that out somewhere else. Out of curiosity, if you have a stone core, what does a stone core make? Honestly, I'm not sure what I expected. It makes stone, and then it makes more stone. So 66% of it is stone, plus an extra, 20%. So, it's a pretty decent percent stone in a stone core planet. Which, makes sense when you think about it. And that's going to be launching another rocket very, very soon. Which should be nice. Okay, docking clamps are at 4%. Heck yeah. What we're talking about. Oh, those might need to be powered. Is there any value in building the iridium plating on the planet? Oh, the heavy girders rather. How do we build heavy girders? 2 iridium plate. I mean, I feel like iridium is just a shitty resource to move in general. Let me hop in here. There's room. There's room. Hey, Mad Beast, how you doing? Hope life is treating you well. Glad to hear it. Okay, we are dying in space again. That's pretty normal. Wouldn't have it any other way, quite frankly. Okay. So that should all be working now. These should all be doing their best. Their best may not be good enough, but that's okay. We can improve their best. Almost done for science and space exploration? Hell yeah, I hope that it's going alright for you. I know you seemed a little bit exasperated by it last night, so I hope you're feeling the love. As we know, space exploration does not care about your feelings. The space is a harsh and cruel mistress. She is armed with a whip and she does not care. I don't know quite what I'm talking about here, but I think it sounds like a great time. As usual, sorry I said that aloud. And we're getting just a few things just to help us build. Have you got any mechanical facilities? We might need to actually assemble a couple of those. Oh, have you got a friend helping you with space exploration? That's probably the best way to do it, honestly. If you've got a friend helping you with space exploration, you're probably going to have a much better time. Oh, sorry, I missed there was a sound effect. Meow. Okay. I count on the sound effects to do it. This is what happens when you have to work on human intervention for a sound effect. Human gets lazy and distracted. Oh. My wife's name is blinking on and off. It shouldn't be doing that. Usually means we're out of power. Well, like I'm gonna fix that if only so I can stop meowing. Awesome. Sounds like a fun time. Okay, so we need a little bit of iron. Does seem like that extra power helped, but for how long is the real question? And the real answer may surprise you. Probably not long enough. Yeah, look, I'm just going through my new VTuber career where I have to actually be a cat. Yep, that's exactly how it works. Yeah, docking plans are at 7%. Oh, you know what? I just realized I was wanting to upgrade my productivity here as well. Okay, so productivity is slightly higher leveled now, which means for every science pack we get about at least 60%. Yes, my 1500 until name and base. Excellent, I look forward to it. Oh guys, we still have power problems? We bloody do. How come? Particle accelerators. That'd be right. Okay, we need to actually get more power, it seems. I am looking forward to being, so when I get the clamps today, that does mean I get to put, who wanted the clamps? Solburn wanted the clamps, like near the space train, and Veldak wanted his name in the sun. So we get that as well. All a very complicated system. It's in the whole 4B1 notebook. Oh, 4B1s. I don't know how like other countries organize their exercise book things, so I'm just referring to it by, of course, the standards that I'm aware of them. You know, everything's got a number code. I feel like it's a number code that like the companies use to describe them, and then we just sort of all got accustomed to calling them by their codes. You know, it's like, oh, they got jargon for their notebooks, and everyone just went, yeah, okay, seems like good jargon. And they're like, how did that work? Usually people won't use our company codes. Everyone just does. I'm aware that this is not the most optimal way to do power for power poles, or for solar panels, but it's also, well, geez, that is definitely not the correct way, I'll tell you that much. But the laziness I have knows no bounds. Oh, so I did. Quite right. I then ran out of landfill, so, oh. No, I'm becoming Space Geordie LaForge again. Sometimes you've got to become Space Geordie LaForge. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay, and that power is not going to do anything because it's actually not connected to anything. Okay. So for you who are here now, I'll be explaining this in the next for a few times, but just while you're here, there will be no stream on Thursday or Saturday this week because I will be away. I'll be visiting my family, and so I won't be able to be streaming. I will be streaming on Sunday though for sure because it'll be just taking my Saturday stream, so you won't be without that stream. So really, you're just losing one stream, and I hope you can all forgive me for it. Can't do that to you. Well, okay, immediately I'm not getting forgiveness apparently. That's all right. I'll be back. I'll come back. You know, unless the bus I'm in suffers some catastrophe, but that's unlikely. Buses don't usually fly off hills or mountains. But I'll let you know if it happens. Look, I don't want to be away either. I would rather just keep playing Factorio, but I gotta do things. I gotta see family. I see them so rarely. That is funny. If you remember someone else's codes, they're always impressed by it. One thing I know. Oh yeah, okay, let's do that, and it's probably fine now. Okay. Okay, and that will output a few more things. That'll be good. Ediscioficio. Be right. Yep, that's the one. The important thing is cats are involved. As they should damn well be involved in damn near everything. That's how cats are. Okay, so this is hopefully helping a little bit. We could always steal significant data from the other sciences, and that's probably not a bad idea now. Gonna go stealing data cards. Oh, look at those. Look at those sweet data cards. I'm stealing them for myself. No, wait, yeah. That panic sound at the end. 2 cats and the family wants a dog. Well, for what it's worth, we're probably going to get a dog when we move. Well, not immediately, but at some point. My wife really likes dogs. So, yeah. Just what's going to happen. That's alright, I've come around to the idea. At first I was like, no, not getting a dog. But now I'm like, alright, well, you know, we'll get a small dog. Smallest cat-like dog we can find on the market. I think we do actually have a problem with this. I think the junk data isn't being thrown out yet. It's not. The junk data is going in here. That shouldn't be happening. So junk data cards have got to go into up here. Like these are actually struggling as well. Oh, look. Pugs are an interesting animal. They're cute looking, but they are an interesting looking animal. We might need to better refine these, I think. You know what? Can we build a recycler? build a recycler, and then we'll do things a little bit differently. Oh, we dropped a bunch of stuff on the ground. Yeah, I just want a small, fluffy dog, but no. That's just what I want. Probably not one with a perpetual breathing problem, though. Just something small and cute and friendly. And a little bit, like, not freaking excitable. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is have junk data cards going this way. Sounds like a group of motorcyclists on the road again. What the shirt? Seif? Okay, today's shirt. What a surprise. We have, it's a catalyst. It's a cat playing with chemicals. It's, you know, I was trying to figure out what sort of catalyst it was, because it's really merging two different particles into one. And I was like, well, I don't know what that would be doing because I don't really know enough about chemistry. Indigo, for a special time, hopefully a one-off occasion, we have new sound effects. You click the same button, but the sound effects are different. So give it a go. I think you'll enjoy it. I say this because I know you usually like sound effects. Meow. There you go. You like that one? Moo. Both a war cow and a regular cow. The sound effects thing is broken. I have to make the Partly that was me being frightened by my own noise, so you know that's a new level of low for me. This is when I find out how many channel points you have to go through them all. Good meow? Well, the last one was a train, so I guess it wasn't that good a meow. None of them are working. It's all wop 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 wop. That trombone. I have no choice. It's my favorite part of the stream, and if it breaks, I have to be my favorite part of the stream, which is the worst part of it. We have to be your own favorite part of the stream. Oh, thank you. Or do I have to make that sound with my lips like I have to make with everything else? Oh, shit, I didn't consider that. No, I'm gonna let that be a decision of chat. Do I actually need to make clapping sound with my lips, or does me just actually clapping suffice? Well, yeah, my lip mouth. I'd be weird about it. Panda's like, what do you mean your lips? You mean your mouth? I was like, loves to correct me. Welcome back. Alright, I mean, of course she loves to correct me. Like, she's my wife. We love correcting each other. It's just how things work around here. Okay, we've got to format these data cards. My lip mouth. Absolutely. Do you not have a lip mouth? Guys, tell me about your lip mouths. Alright, so we need to get the warm gross thermofluid in and the slightly less warm. I'll ask. Hey Panda, you've been asked a question. Dagoo asks, have you actually figured out what's wrong with Seifer yet? Because we haven't. He's just broken with the response. So apparently the problem is that I'm just broken. There's nothing that can be done. Well, can anything be done about it? No? I'm a lost cause. She has learned to live with it. Love you, babe. That's the answer. Yeah, that's your answer, Digoo. I hope you enjoyed it. Wop, 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 wop. You know what? Okay, okay. You know what? I'm gonna add a new thing. Gonna add a new reward. A panda face reveal? Maybe one day, but not today. She's hiding at the moment. She's camera shy. Okay, new reward. Custom reward. Seif sound effects. What sound do you want Seif to make? Now this one, because it's a special one, it's double the regular costs, 400. And you do have to put in what you want. So enter text, yes. Cooldown limit, I'm not doing this forever. So once every 10 minutes. Once every 5 minutes. Oh, SeiFX, yes! Yes, that's the best. SeiFX. SeiFX. Yeah, that's the joke. So it's going to be double. It's once every 5 minutes. And it is now live. So there you go. If you want that, you've got that option. Should be there. I anticipate I will regret this. But so if you want anything that's outside of the regular sound effects, you can ask for it. And if I can't make that sound or I don't want to, I will just return your points. So, you know, there's some sound effects that I definitely will not make. Like, you know what? I'm not even going to say what the sound effects I'm not going to make are, because they are probably horrific and we're not going to... We've dwelled on it too long anyway. You know? Nothing hurtful, nothing racist, nothing, you know... Just, look, you'll know when you've gone too far. Hopefully. Exactly. Okay, that's just saying you want me to go, ooh, senpai! And I'm not going to do that. You can't make me do that. If you spend 400 channel points, you can make me sing Santa Baby. Yeah, there you go. Look, we're just having fun here. It's like, whatever. See if you can petition other people to make me do things. I don't know. But yeah, look, I hold the right to not say things. It's mostly supposed to be sound effects, but apparently that's immediately been broken. You know what? It's all good. Ooh. Yeah. As usual, I've opened myself up to a new can of worms, which is concerning and scary. That's how worms are. Worms are concerning and scary. Okay. Apparently you can do that 20 more times. Alright, I'm doubling the price. I'm not. No, it's not even singing a song, it's just make a sound effect. Panda's saying it should be 1,000. You know what? It can be done every 5 minutes. If it's, you know, we can adjust it as required. It's more for fun. You know, could I bark like a chicken? Bark like a chicken? No, probably not. Chickens don't bark. What the hell? It's like that, you know that bit in Family Guy where it's like, what would you do for a Tootsie Roll? Would you hop on one leg? Alright. Would you bark like a dog? Yeah, bark, 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 bark. Would you kill a man? I guess. Can you do it like a tree and bark? I can't bark like a tree. But I can make like a banana and split. And with that, the stream is over. No, I'm just kidding, it's not. That's a lie. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get these data cards and we're going to bring them probably back into here. It's probably the best idea. Broken data card in there as well. I'm not happy about that. Okay, and we'll just grab all these for now just so that way they filter themselves out properly. Okay. So now we just need to recycle these junk data cards, which we have a recycling facility. I mean, part of me is wondering now when I think about it a little bit more, maybe this should be like a pay some bits thing. I mean, the text-to-speech is already like, I don't think there's a restriction on the text-to-speak for bits donations. The random bots exploding. I am bringing them from the surface. So the way it works with logistics bots attrition is when you have more than 50 in a network, there is a chance they could crash depending on the bot attrition rate, bot interference. So they crash more in space than they do on the planet, and as you get closer to the sun, the bot interference increases. So, oh, never mind. It looks like the planets they do crash a lot more on. I don't know how that works, but yeah, that's how the bots work to some degree anyway. But they're supposed to crash into the ground, and then there's technology that stops them from doing damage when they crash. Yeah, so you basically need to just put more on the system or use less bots. Those, unfortunately, are your only options. So I try not to use bots, but in space I've kind of just accepted that it's a thing. Which for me is fine, because usually I hate using bots anyway. Having fun? Okay. But yeah, you just gotta have more bots available. That's really all it comes down to it as. Spaceship docking clamps is at 44%. That's a good number. And we will have a provider chest as well, which we need a few things. So what you'll see is here I've got a request a chest requesting 200 logistics spots, and it'll only put them in if I've got less than 600. Oh, look, Veldak, you've accidentally chosen something I'm very good at. I'm very good at a Chewbacca roar. My cherry wook is very advanced. I don't mean to lie. I know, it's kind of scary. I played a Star Wars role-playing game, and for some reason I decided to be a Wookiee. And it was just like I was a Wookiee medic. And it was just like, the team's like, we should kill them, we should do this, we should assassinate them, we should execute the prisoners. And I'm like, guys, I have something to say. And they're like, what's that? And they're like, okay, that's not helpful. And I'm like, I can't speak Galactic Basic. I'm a Wookiee. I'm a rookie Wookiee. But it was like always like, guys, calm down. I got a plan. And then I'd make the sound, and everyone would just look at me like, and then I'd actually explain the plan, and then everyone would just ignore me, and then just execute the prisoners. And it turns out they were the only ones that had the information, because of course they were. That was an interesting group. Also, I like it when the drones crash in empty space, because the game doesn't realize that this empty space shouldn't have anything in it. Yeah, look, I've absolutely put myself as a trained monkey for SeiFX, so maybe I'll only do that on special occasions when I feel like it. But for now, just because we don't have the sound effects working at all, so keep an eye on it. Maybe it'll be there, maybe it won't be there. You know, it's like asking Panda a question. Sometimes it won't be there. I only just realized it wasn't there today, so. Doing it for all the Wookiee. And then I get that cookie, right? Is that the plan? We get that cookie? That Wookiee cookie? Um, just realized that was kind of a euphemism for sex. I don't know about the breeding cycles of Wookiees. And you know what? I'm not sad about that. I'm probably okay with not knowing about how Wookiees breed. I think I can live with this. Alright, appears we're probably out of copper again. I'd take a guess what was wrong. No, it doesn't appear we are out of copper. What are we out of? Mayhew died. That is true, he did. I don't know why I'd say it like as if, you know, he didn't. Do we have problems with copper? No? Oh, we've got problems with a lot of materials, that's the problem. That was a while ago. But I remember that. He came to New Zealand for Armageddon one year. Armageddon, by the way, is our like sci-fi, fantasy, general pop culture exposition. Exposition? We just get a bunch of people from like Hollywood and movies and, you know, voice actors. It's a pretty big deal usually in New Zealand sci-fi community. You know, we get a lot of people that aren't really popular anymore. Like, oh, we get the original Starbuck from the original Battlestar Galactica, and I'm like, who the hell cares? Like, we don't get the actors who are popular anymore. Like, we get like, oh, we get the Sixth Doctor, and I'm like, who the hell's the Sixth Doctor? Or sometimes it's like, oh, we've got the Sixth Doctor, second companion that was in one episode of Doctor Who, and you're like, alright, who gives a frick about them, I guess? But, you know, of course people do. I don't know anything about the Doctors aside from, like, the Ninth Doctor? Yeah, the Ninth Doctor's when I started watching. I think it's when a lot of people started watching. Because that was, like, the reboot. And it's been a long time since I've watched Doctor Who. Not for any particular reason. Was it Colin Baker? Well, see, that's where I don't know. Like, I started watching at Eccleston, which is where a lot of people started watching. But I stopped midway through Peter Capaldi's run. Yeah, not for any particular reason. It's just, it was a Christmas episode, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to wait until Christmas to watch it. And then I, like, went onto Netflix to watch it, and it wasn't there anymore. And I was, like, not in a place where I could download it, and I was like, well, okay, I guess I just don't watch this today. And then I never did. Maybe this year I should watch the Christmas episode of Doctor Who. Maybe that's what I should do. Finally catch up to it. Yeah, bold call, but I suppose I could. It was really interesting about, what's it, Jodie Whittaker? Not only because she's named after delicious, delicious chocolate. It's not. Great if she was, though, because Whittaker's is amazing. Okay, we are having severe data card problems. Whittaker's is a New Zealand brand. That's probably why you haven't heard of it. It's very good. Then again, I've just realized a lot of people in this channel are from like Europe, and so I know your chocolate's pretty good too. So, we had someone come from India to visit us for a while, and she tried some of our Whittaker's chocolate, and she took up like home like a literal suitcase of chocolates. So that was pretty funny. Chocolate brands have different recipes in different countries. I'm aware. Like a lot of foods do. Because you kind of need to, because everyone's taste is different. If you don't do that, then everyone's just like, oh, well, that's not quite what I wanted. And it kind of doesn't work for an interesting way. Okay, spaceship docking clamps are at 64%. What is the problem? I take a guess, it's probably lack of copper. I mean, it's the same as like McDonald's in every country is slightly different because it kind of has to be. Because if it's not, people just go, oh, this doesn't cater to like my particular flavor taste profiles. And then they're like, this is terrible. Okay. I think data cards is why everything's slow at the moment, which is not great. But we're about to get some significant data and we're just going to steal it. Come on, give me those data cards. Yum! So if we can get to the docking clamps made today and start getting iridium backwards and forwards, I'd be very, very happy about that. I don't know how feasible that would be, but hey, if we can get it done, I'd be pleased. There's a lot of data cards in there that are simply not needed. Yeah, docking clamps. Fascinating. I'll be honest, I don't really think a lot about dehydrated lentil soup very often, but that's a valid point. I hope that didn't sound dismissive. I just don't think about dehydrated lentil soup very often. I don't think that's a uncommon thing to say. So the clamps so I'll explain that in just a moment. I will just chuck these down and I will give you the update on them. Because I just want to throw in these data cards. Oh yeah, these are the best Pop-Tarts, you better believe it. So, docking clamps at the moment, you've seen how my ships land, how I have to choose a location for them. I have to be like, it goes here. Docking clamps are a situation where you can start automating the ship and say, I want you to fly to this place, and when you land, I want you to land connecting to docking clamp 3. So docking clamp 3 is here, and it says connect to 3, and the other one's saying connect to 3, and because they both see each other, the ship will land with the ship aligned in the exact same place every time. Once you've got that, then you can start automating your ships to be like, go to this planet for docking clamp 3 until you are empty. Once you are empty, then I want you to go to this planet to docking clamp 4. Ka-chonk, when you are full, go back to the planet and click back into 3. So you can do that. So basically you can be like, okay, if you are at this planet, at this place, with this condition, go here. So you can almost set up a train, yeah, almost like space trains. The only difference is space trains, you can say go to point A, then point B, then point C, then back to point B, and then point A. You can't do that with ships because all they can do is recognize well, you could, but you'd have to set up a different way of the conditions. I guess if it's full and something, then it goes to there, but you can't have it like the same condition being in the same place because it doesn't set up a schedule on the same way. It's all done with circuitry. I've watched tutorials on it. I don't know quite how easy it's going to work. The main idea of the ships is reusability. The only thing they need to worry about is energy, which, assuming I do everything right with uranium, that should not be a problem, and fuel. Now, fuel is something I was working on last episode, and that's why this area here got built, because I just needed extra fuel, and I really want these tanks to be more full. So I'm going to have like multiple depots around the place that will be filling things up with fuel, and that way we can sort that all out. Yes, you can, it turns out. So you can't have the two ships land next to each other. I ran into this problem last session. You can have the two ships like fly to each other, or one ship fly to the other one, and then you can go from that ship to that ship, but the two ships can't be in the same map, essentially. So you go, I am here, I want to be here, and you just appear like a mile, like a little bit away from the other one, you fly over there. So if they're stuck because of the lack of fuel, I guess you could take barrels over and be like, chuck the barrels in.
Kicking, for goodness!
Hey, thanks for following the West, dude. You know we're playing space exploration, right? At least that sound effect's working. So yeah, you can save a ship, but you need to have a plan for it. So it would probably be a bit of a trick, but you could do it. In my case, the mistake had no batteries on it, so I had to go over and get it plugged in. Ah. Val thinks highly of me for some reason. I don't know why, but I appreciate it all the same. Well, look, thanks for coming back anyway. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, our clamps are at 70%. We missed the legendary number. I'm sorry, everyone. We could have, like, giggled like a 12-year-old, like, but we didn't notice it, so can't do anything about it now. Meow. Yep, okay. God, I can't wait until that's fixed. Okay, so we're bringing in a lot of fuel. That does make sense, I suppose. I really want copper, but that is coming in. Man, Wes last time was saying he has sound alerts, but he doesn't have the buttons working properly. Man, you should see what it's like when sound alerts, the sound alerts doesn't work properly, because then I just have to make the sounds. Just absolutely gone to hell now. I'd have it no other way. Alright, so how are we doing with iridium? Iridium, we're going okay. I think it's time to go get some more iridium, actually. Oh, in fact, there's more here. Oh, the Chewbacca roar. Yeah, that was a good Chewbacca roar, thank you. The patches in SpaceX. They're not. Because the idea is, okay, so the trick, Mad Beast, is what you want to do is if you can get to 50 megawatts of power somewhat reliably, you want to get your core miners going. Because core miners are infinite resources. And once you can get that, you've got infinite resources. They're not particularly rich, but when you start, and it's trying to get you to go into space. Because when you start going to space, and especially going to asteroid belts, like, I mean, let's just show you my favorite patch that I found. So this is a uranium belt. So that's fun. Where is, I believe it's around here somewhere. I deleted this one for some reason. There was a really cool patch of uranium around here. There we go. A patch of 73 million uranium. Right? So my logic is, if there's 73 million uranium right there, I think you're fine. And I would anticipate... Shit, I wanted to be on that. Well, that sucks. I need to go get some more uranium fuel. So yeah, the asteroids have huge patches of resources. So if you can get to the asteroids, but the minor problem that you're mining entirely in space, you can't use productivity in space. But that's an option. Okay, let's go back to Novice. Was my integrity check not valid? Oh. Oh, okay, sure. I'm missing the guttural pitches, changes in pitch. You know what? As I said, I am not actually a Wookiee. I do not speak Cherry Wook, so you got a valid point. Actually, I think I just did the complete opposite before. I'm doing the damn best I can. I'm not actually a Wookiee. My vocal cords cannot handle the true Wookieess. I'm not a Wookiee, I just play one on TV. Okay, we good now? I think there's like a little patch somewhere underneath, yep. Hades won a Hugo Award! What?! Hell yes! Absolutely F yes! Hades was such a good game! Yeah! I still can't launch this ship. What is wrong with it? I think I broke something at some point. I mean, Hades was a very well written game, and oh, it's probably this. And I think the funny thing is about Hades is, as a game, I don't think it actually did anything that was like too revolutionary. It wasn't. It was a solid game. I loved Hades. It was literally my game. Was my game of the year last year? No. I don't think it was. I think Outer Wilds came out last year for me. So my point is, it was a very, very, very good game. But it didn't do any one thing particularly amazing. Like, it didn't. Right? It was solid in everything that it did, and that's the difference. Like, that's how I feel. Subnautica, Outer Wilds, Factoria, and Hades. All fantastic games. That was a good year. Yeah, absolutely. Outer Wilds, I think, was just amazing. And I got nothing bad to say against Outer Wilds. I loved the DLC. I won't talk about it because I understand a lot of people wouldn't have played it. But all I can say is the game is worth your time. And we have got too much uranium in here again. That's okay. Look, when you get around to it, just know that it's got the absolutely highest SeiFX recommends. It's not as good as the original, I won't lie, but it's worth your time. Like, the original was amazing, and I don't know if anything really beats that. But it's only good once. I know what you mean. The puzzles don't work the second time, and I agree with that. But at the same time, I think it's an amazing game anyway, if that makes sense. Like, I think that just the game in general is amazing, even if the puzzles aren't as amazing anymore. It's just like there's so much stuff in there that you're like, oh wow, I never realized that this was a thing. Like, I don't really want to go into specifics because this is what I love about these ships. You're just like, I need to grab something, and you just do it so easily. Like, yeah, it just cost me quite a bit of fuel, but meh. Like, the puzzles will never hit quite the same way again, that's true. But I don't think they need to. And again, replayability is not why I play games anymore. I don't have the time to worry about such things. I got a small problem with Steam, actually. Will I have enough power to get there and back? You know what? I will, because if I have problems with that, I can just make more steam on the planet. Problem solved. And if we do it this way, we can... Let's just take this stuff out. Actually, we're going to need these, probably. But yeah, I mean, I didn't play Outer Wilds thinking, oh man, I hope this game has lots of replayability, because I didn't like that for that. Well, Hades didn't do anything specific new. The marrying of roguelike and great writing was new. I don't think it's just that, though. I think just the fact that the game was just technically excellent in everything it did. Like, the great writing was fine, but I've played games that have great writing and gone, meh, game's boring. The voice acting is spectacular. The character is spectacular. fighting is good. It feels so good. The music, just when you're in that place and you just got the bass line going dong 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 dong. I don't know why I'm doing this. I can't play bass guitar, but dong 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 dong. And then you come into the fight and all the guitars start up. You're like, oh, it's so good. It's such a good game. And I don't know if I got anything bad to say about the game. Like, I just don't. I'm not saying it's the perfect game, but it's pretty damn good. Yeah, exactly, and just so good. Anyway, let's go to Perseus. Time for our daily trip to Perseus. You know what? And the ship's broken again because someone effed this up. If I find out who they are, there will be hell to pay. It was me. I know it was me. I won't make that mistake a second time. I will make that mistake a second time, but I'll understand why I did it next time. Gento. Okay. Oh, I went pretty... I mean, I got to the epilogue. So I played it a lot. I got to the epilogue. I beat Hades on the hardest, like, level. Like, I don't know what it's called. You know the one where, like, you can upgrade every one of the bosses? I managed to beat Hades on the highest level of that. Because I was, like, trying to get all the scaly rewards. I didn't get to the 32 heat one. But, oh man, just the final fight with Hades, just like, fucking, yes, and that music kicks in, that freaking guitar, just like, yes. Oh no, yeah, I didn't beat 32. I tried, I just couldn't quite do it. Put an extra power pole in there just to keep things a bit cleaner. Maybe the extra 296 power will help. Probably not. The third boss, oh my god, the third extra boss, so good. So good. It's like, it doesn't make any sense, but it's just, the third boss is very fun anyway. Like, I like that character. I'm being intentionally vague. If you know Hades, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I don't want to spoil anything for you. It's such a good game. It's worth discovering for yourself. I had to convince a friend so much to try and play it because he doesn't like roguelikes. But I was like, no, you'll like this game. Like, you'll like it. And so it came out on the PlayStation. He's like, I don't know if I'll buy it. I'm like, trust me, if you don't like it, I'll pay for it. Anyway, he got to the epilogue, so I think I'm fine. Oh, I mean, have the God mode. Yeah, exactly. If you just want to experience the story. I mean, one of the things I love about Hades is just how everyone referred to Zag. You know, you had Dionysus being like, Zag, and then you had, like, Poseidon being like, little Hades. It's like, just, oh, nephew. It's just, yes, everyone just had so much personality, and I don't know why it was well worth the time. It was a top tier game. If it wasn't for Outer Wilds, absolutely top game of the year. Karen, oh, I mean, and yes, he's just screaming over there. I like Deucer a lot, but look, don't question that one. Just accept it, okay? I'm not simping for Deucer or anything, but I was absolutely simping for Deucer. Such a good game. Anyway, welcome to Hades Hour, where we talk about Hades but don't play Hades. Exactly. See, I mean, the three options was like Meg, and I'm like, nah, I don't go for that. Thanatos, and I was like, Thanatos is fine, you know, but Deucer, you know, she's just waifu head. I now see the phrase waifu head, and I wanna not say that, but you know, I did. You can get all of them, I know, but for some reason my Zag wasn't that way. Because for some reason, you know, I'm like, oh, Greek law can't have any of that like multiple partners thing because I zigged instead of zagged. Hey. Yeah, no, look, I mean, I know Greek law as it is, but come on. That's not who I am. Okay, we are coming into Perseus. Welcome to the Genova planet line. Perseus is coming up. First we have go to Bichamonten. Wait, is it not Perseus? Am I saying it wrong? Or have I missed... Or does Perseus mean something? Hang on. What does Perseus mean? Oh, Perseus, the slayer of the Gorgon Medusa. Oh, wow. Okay, you know what? That's actually relevant talking about Hades. Look at that. The slayer of Dusa. I'd be the slayer of Dusa if you know what I mean. Anyway, bonk. Horny jail, as they say. Okay. Well. We forgot to bring any of these, so that's a mistake. Alright, so that's gonna get me my iridium. We're probably gonna need to power it up a little bit, because if I had to take a guess, I'd say all this hasn't been running for a while. Wait, it does have electricity? How? Shouldn't do. And that shouldn't be running either. How is that running? Stop. Stop. Don't take my steam. Okay. Let's put a couple of uranium into here. That was too much uranium. And also, we weren't coming onto Perseus, we were coming into Perseus. You know. There's a difference. Anyway, before I was saying bonk, horny jail, I think we're going back to horny jail. Oh, yeah. Okay. But everything's going along pretty nicely here. That should get us a lot of iridium. And that should definitely be enough to get us all the way into docking clamps. And then we can dock the space train. That'd be nice. I'm concerned about the lack of cargo, which usually means that something's happened with beryllium. I know what's happened with beryllium. The same thing that always happens with beryllium. I need to go get that fixed on the way back, I think. Alright, that's all good. You take care. Have fun. I'll probably be done soon anyway. Okay, what we might do is we are going to swing by there on the way back just to make sure beryllium is sorted. Oh, what was the comment? What did you comment, Wes? Reason the left can't meme is because to me, understand you are memeing. The left does not. I thought no one could meme. To be fair, both sides can't meme each other because both sides don't understand each other, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, I don't know. Goes a bit beyond my realm of understanding. Okay. Iridium is continuing to come through. It's not iridium, it's iridite, but I'm going to call it iridium because that's what it turns out being in the end. And, you know, iron ore, I don't call it iron ore, I call it iron because that's what it becomes in the end. That's what matters. The end result is the only thing that matters. Excuse me. Excuse me again. I look forward to having this ship being changed when we can better get backwards and forwards on its own. That'll be nice. Oh, we got a slight uranium problem in there. Actually, I think we probably couldn't go too wrong with another batch of these bad boys. Do we have no heat pipes? I feel like we don't have any heat pipes. Well, that's going to make things difficult, isn't it? Gonna make it right difficult. Okay, we can't do that. Well, actually, yes we can, but not that way. We do it this way. Okay, yeah. Okay, maybe not quite like that. And figure out how to get some water in here, which we can do easily. Okay, water in there, and steam. This is really clean design. No input fluid. Oh yeah, I suppose because it doesn't have power. Ah. But they should all be creating some level of steam. It's a bit more power. Still, with these running, still not quite great. But interestingly enough, it doesn't really need that much power to get everything in. It needs a bit. Anyway, at that point we've got enough iridium so we can start just collecting it by hand, just to further fill up my pockets of yellow rocks. And with that, we've got a lot of yellow rocks. Do we bother putting in a box for more yellow rocks? Sure, why not? Oh, plenty of room for more yellow rocks. Ridiculous amount of room for yellow rocks. We do that. Fill that up. Yes. Just to be clarified, do you want like a brain explosion? What sort of explosion are we wanting? Because that's relevant. This one's going to be a bad one, by the way, I can tell you that much. I'll still do my best, though. If I don't get a response soon, I'm just going to do it. Exothermic reaction, dynamite, new... Oh, so like a... like that. Sorry if I woke everyone up or scared anyone from that. Sometimes that's how explosions are. I don't know what explosions... But yeah. Okay, well that was it. There was no shockwave in that one. It wasn't like a... That was a different sound effect. But I suppose I gave you that one too, so... You got a twofer. Hello, I'm SeiferKatt, given the twofer cats. You know, if we... That, we can get more yellow rocks. Gotta get all the yellow rocks. Fill all your pockets up with those yellow rocks, guys. I mean, Mythbusters was just... Yeah, they had some explosions, alright. Oh, I mean, the cement truck was everyone's favorite. The cement truck was like... It was an early one, and it was one with a kind of absolutely did too much explosives. And my favorite was still the cannonball went through someone's house, but that's for a different reason. That's because that day they messed up, and that was funny. I mean, I imagine the person whose house had a cannonball thrown through it probably didn't have as good a time as I did watching that, but you know, that's life. I mean, that was kind of the point, though, because it was early Mythbusters, and you really want to do the big explosions early. That way people are like, oh, I want to see more big explosions. So I can understand their logic there. Alright, back to Novice. Oh, it's Orbital Novice. Let's go Novice. And connect it to the Steam. One of my things aren't connected properly. It kind of had to be over the top, as I said. It was just like the whole point was, hey, this is Mythbusters, we blow big shit up. And it was a good idea. Like, I mean, could you clear dynamite out of a truck? After the cannon through the house? Yeah, I think that changed things a lot. I liked watching that episode because they were like, they didn't show what happened or the aftermath, they just went, then we had to take a break, and they had like a little bit of the snippet from like the news report, but they didn't exactly glamorize the fact that they stuffed up big time with that, which I think was good. I'm still a little bit sad about Grant's death. Like, I liked Grant. Cool. But I mean, that show, like, clearly the budget started dropping. Like, as interest started dropping, they lost like, you know, 3/5 of the hosts. Went back to just Adam and Jamie, which is fine, because Adam and Jamie were the originals and they were good, but I liked Carrie, Tori, and Grant. Yeah, I mean, Grant he was a cool dude. And yeah, taken too early, unfortunately. He was young, like, how old was he? Grant Imahara. He wasn't that young. 49. Wow, he looks so much younger. A rocket sustained damage in transit. Where did it crash? Which one was it? It was the barrel one. Of course it was the barrel one. It's always the bloody barrel one. Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. Like, how old was Grant? I just look it up. I was like, he wasn't that young. I mean, you know, dying at 49 is still too young for death. But it's still pretty sad. Don't know why I did that. Just go outside, suffocate a little bit, just see what it's like. Hurts. Docking clamps are at 72%. Okay, we're probably not getting docking clamps finished today. What is the problem with docking clamps? Why are they not being made faster? If I take guess, probably... Copper's a huge problem. We might actually... After the space train is getting iridium, what we might do is get a space train making... Is copper very good here? I don't know. Just click on everything. Click on everything, thank you. So, we've got 2 asteroid belts. We've got this one with copper is not particularly great. And copper's not particularly... Yeah, let's go. Neither of my... Oh. No, it's not bad, actually. Is there any good copper mines? 1.2 million, I mean, that's something. 9.7... So what we could do is build like a little... there's a bit of stone right in the middle there. Build a copper mine and refinery over in here. And do it that way. So that way we don't need to space train it around. We could space train it around. I don't know if we'd need to though. And that way we would just have a lot of copper come through, and that's probably a good idea. And then just take the copper directly to Novice orbit. Like smelt it in space, like it's wasteful. Copper... Oh, plate. Can I would have to be using thermodynamic facilities, and they require 1 megawatt of power. Don't love this on UK or enjoying it is a little too much. What, copper? Space? Another alternative would be to... If this is good... No, I was going to say could do it in Kamar and then bring it round, but that's not relevant. So either you build it in space or you don't do it at all. Just do it in space, I'd imagine. It's probably the best idea. Anchor on Novice. I look forward to stop having to do this. At least with the frequency that I am doing it. How much is UPS in life? Yeah. You might have had a bit too much Victoria on that one. A bit. That's kind of what we're wanting to have in the future. Oh, wait, that's kind of wrong. We're gonna need like... Oh, I see the problem we've got here. We've got Iridium just clogging up everything. If only I had a way to stop that from happening. Oh right, don't do this in the first place. I mean, to be fair, if your UPS isn't up, then it's absolutely got to be down, right? Like, that's logical sense. There we go. That'll do it. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Alright, well, as I said, it's a bit of a short stream today just because I had a bit of time. But unfortunately, my time on that has, well, it's run out. So I just want to say, hey, thank you everyone for watching today. If you're new here and you are not currently following and you think, you know what, maybe I want to follow, then you know, what's the solution to that? Click the follow button and that dream will be reality. I know, it's crazy. If you... Oh, oh, it's working again. Well, you know what, Veldek, let's see if the sad trombone works. Just the regular one. It does, and I'll return your points. I'll return those for you. I know it's not really much, but I think it's... What the hell is going on here? Okay, all the sound effects are working now. Reject that. Complete everything else. Complete that. Sound requests meow. Why are they going? Why is that working like that? I don't know. Anyway, the sound effects are working again. Very proud, very happy to see that. Don't know why they broke in the first place, but hey, welcome to computers, I suppose, right? Oh yeah, input priority should always be that side. No, it shouldn't. Oh, why that isn't working? Yeah, that jammed up something serious. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fix that in the future. Bit annoying. We'll figure it out. Anyway, yeah, I am done for today. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. As I said, follow if you have enjoyed today and you're not following already. If you'd like to subscribe, you absolutely can. I would not stop you, but of course, do not feel like you have to. You can also watch these episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That is where I post all these episodes eventually, sometimes even on time. What else? That's about it. That's going through the... Oh, I will not be streaming on Thursday or Saturday this week, but I will be streaming tomorrow. So, you know, enjoy that, and I'll see you then for that. But I will not be on Thursday or Saturday, so spend time with your loved ones instead. I know. It's rough. You'd rather watch some nerd from New Zealand stream Factorio. I get it. But I'm not going to be around, so you can't. But we'll see how we go with that. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys next time. Take care, everyone.